Hello there. It's time to learn about another terrible local body election candidate you should totally avoid. This one is a guy who's running in Hamilton West in Kirikiriroa, and his name is Roger Stratford. Here he is, with that air of superiority that he seems to have in a lot of his photos, and some of the stuff that he says is a little on the crazy town banana pants side of things. This dude is out and out a white supremacist without ever actually saying he's a white supremacist. But it's pretty clear with some of the content that he puts up online exactly where he stands around a whole range of issues, particularly when it comes to dealing with Māori and getting equitable outcomes for them. A huge supporter of not changing the name of Ontemsky Street, at one point he even campaigned to take down the statue of the warhorse at Hamilton's Memorial Park and put up instead a statue of Governor George Grey, who falsified information to incite a land invasion war in this country. Oh yeah, and apparently I must have said something at some point to piss him off around the need for Māori wards within Hamilton, because I've always been a big fan and a big supporter of such things to get more equitable outcomes in democracy, and that just doesn't sit right for some people. And we all know how much of a red flag it is when somebody calls themselves a men's rights activist. I mean, look at him. Here he is standing with some coloured people, so you know he's with it. But it's no surprise to anybody that's ever had to deal with him that he's actually a big fan of Donald Trump and thinks he would have made an amazing POTUS for another 4 years, as well as being supporters of some of the biggest spreaders of disinformation and misinformation when it comes to the Wellington protests / riots and all of that kind of anti-Jacinda rhetoric. It's quite nasty on some of his pages. Now, usually he runs in the East Ward, but this year he's actually running in the West Ward. So keep an eye out for the name on the list. And the way that you can actually really cohesively vote against him in an STV election, which is what Kirikiriroa has this year, is when you rank your candidates, you rank him the last. Don't ignore him, rank him the lowest on the list so that he does not have a chance of getting in. Because if this person does get in, you're looking at a whole bunch of super crazy, super racist, incredibly sexist stuff coming from him. And we don't need that kind of bullshit in any type of elected forum.